Would you mind telling me whose brain I did put in?
And you won't be angry?
I will not be angry.
Abbey someone.
Abbey someone. Abbey who?
Abbey normal.
This is the Abbey Normal Podcast, here to tell you that you're weird, and that's normal.
You guys have been there through this whole relationship, and you've listened to me bitch and moan about not getting engaged. But you also listened to me be Twitter-pated for a long time, too, in the beginning, you know?
My bestie Vicky is getting married. This is absolutely thrilling because she and her partner Patrick are perfect for each other. And because Vicky, over the many years I've known her, has wanted to be a married person. Of course, she enjoyed many of her single days, but she's always dated with a purpose. Not to be in a long-term relationship, or a monogamous one, or a living together one. She wanted the till death do us part vow kind of relationship.
I love him and want to marry him, and I want to make sure that he wants to marry me too. And, you know, so everything felt really like high stakes. And like as time went by, I felt like it was like I was putting more and more chips on the table.
And now, here we are. It's Christmas Day 2022.
As soon as he asked me, I felt it immediately. And he felt it immediately. It was an immediate. All he did was ask me one question and give me a ring. And it felt amazing.
On Christmas, Vicky sent out a Zoom link for all the girlfriends to hop on. None of us knew what was coming, truly not expecting it. But her and Patrick's shiny, happy faces on the screen told us everything there was to know. She flashed her ring, and we all clapped and cheered and made her tell the proposal story over and over as the tardy people joined the call.
We were watching It's a Wonderful Life when he's like, I don't ever want to get married. And Patrick paused it right there. And he's like, let me give you your Christmas present. He gives me a big box. Then I open the box and it's full of packing peanuts. He said, you have to dig for it. And then I found the ring box and it was my ring. And then he asked me if I would marry him. And then I said, what? And then he got down on one knee and asked me if I would marry him again. And I said, of course. And then I was crying and he was crying. And then he pushed play on the movie, and then it was the part when they're getting married and It's a Wonderful Life.
On December 26th, I texted her, "Can you believe you woke up today as an engaged woman?" And she replied, "No, I couldn't sleep. I was afraid I was going to wake up in a Groundhog Day situation."
It is the most amazing feeling. Like, I was watching something on TV and someone proposed to someone, and having never been proposed to before, I had no idea what that really felt like. It was Gilmore Girls, because you know how I love Gilmore Girls. Lorelai got proposed to, and I knew what that felt like when her and Luke decided to get married. I could feel it in my heart. I was like, that is an amazing feeling. And any other time previously in my life that I've seen people get engaged, I haven't really given a shit, you know? Yeah, because I didn't know what that felt like.
So here we are in the 3-month countdown to Vicky's wedding. I had a thought that I was running by you. I would love to do like a wedding/bridal podcast episode. I thought it would be fun. So what do you think?
That would be fun. It would be fun also because it would be like a way for you and me to talk about it, and then also a way for like me to kind of document my perspective. Like, oh, I see. Like before I thought this, but then it turned out like this, and maybe that's even better.
And part of why I wanted to share her wedding planning is because I have no idea how to do this as an adult. Vicky has been part of 2 of my weddings, plus all the bachelorette and shower nonsense. She and I have been part of 5 other weddings together, and I know she's got a couple of other bridesmaid situations without me. But these weddings were a decade ago. Vicky and her BFFs are out of the wedding season of life. We're out of practice. But that is no excuse to not give Vicky one of the happiest days of her life. But with these rusty-ass friends, can we make it happen?
It was so nice to see both of you today. And I'm so happy for our friend, finally. Yay! All right, now what? We need to celebrate this bitch. What are we going to do? What should we do for her?
Vicky and I are documenting her wedding journey with some of her friends' thoughts, mostly via private Marco Polo conversation, sprinkled in. Of course, even the best laid plans don't turn out the way you hope. But Vicky's theory, here at the beginning, is that the way it turns out may be even better. You'll find out with her if that's true. Five days after that Christmas Zoom call, we, as Corey said, celebrated this bitch with an engagement party at her house. 10 of their closest friends dressed for a pajama party, tons of food and drink, and kids running amok. It was a good kickoff to all the planning she rolled into in January.
The time between Christmas and New Year's did so much in those 2 weeks that I had off. I was like, of course I can do this all in 3 months before April 1st. This is like the easiest thing I've ever done because I'm propelled by this new force that I've never experienced before, right? And so time was really slow for about a month.
So she got to work on planning a wedding.
I already got my dress, picked a date.
And it was lovely. All of her dreams were coming true.
Floating on a cloud of love and happiness.
First up, she made an appointment and went to try on dresses with her sister and friends.
I felt really lucky that I got to be with her on her first experience trying on dresses. She lit up through the whole experience. She had a really good time. She just came alive and was really honest about what she liked and what she wanted. And her sister and I made jokes. We definitely could have used the champagne. We did not get champagne or beverages. What was awesome is that I got to see Vicky's moment where she got to look in the mirror for the first time and have that, oh my God, it's actually happening. I'm going to be a bride moment.
But shopping for a wedding dress as a full-grown woman presents some barriers.
You know what's bullshit? My best parts are my legs, right?
Right.
But that's the one part in a wedding dress you don't see unless you're wearing some kind of tacky mini skirt. Nobody wears a mini skirt.
That is so true. Legs are not the thing that you play up.
Right?
Yeah.
Legs are not the thing you play up. And how many women are happy with their arms?
Not a lot. I mean, not a lot over 30, that's for sure.
Right.
And yet the strapless gown that just focuses on your arm is all the rage.
Yeah, that's every dress. There really are very few that have sleeves. And I couldn't order a dress with sleeves because they give bust, waist, hip. They don't give arm circumference measurements.
Oh my gosh, that's true. Why?
And I've had that happen before where I've ordered a shirt and I could have put my arm in the hole.
I feel that pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of bullshit.
It is. Agreed. She ended up ordering a strapless dress that she loves from Anthropologie and is adding little swooshy cap sleeves that, in my humble opinion, don't hide her gorgeous arms, simply balance her hips with an hourglass shape.
Now it's going to be altered. I got the little swooshy sleeve things. I just really like it. It's an in thing right now that also happens to camouflage my least favorite part of my body.
I love the swishies. Next up, she started perusing venues online, searching for something that would be available sooner rather than later, while also being perfect. They headed out to a ranch that was having a huge preview day with tastings for happy couples.
This is the entrance. Those are our thrones. There's Patrick getting more food.
Apparently, the food was delicious, and there was a chandelier and a place to take pictures, and seating for 300 in the barn, though they don't need that many.
I think we're booking it. I think we're doing it.
They loved it.
And yeah, we put down a deposit. It's all happening. April 1st, baby, is April 1st.
That's right. They booked it for April Fool's Day. Then they went outside and showed us where the wedding ceremony will happen.
Here we are. We're outside. Springville Ranch in Paradise. Bridges, ponds, a trolley that we're going to ride around this bitch. Bring your trailer. We're going to mob on this place for a weekend. And here's Patrick. He's beautiful.
Hello.
And it goes like, so the ranch is there. The bride comes through here. When the bride comes out, they ring this giant bell. It's like a swing bell. But most people have their ceremony here in the meadow because it has all the flowers and everything. And I just want to get where you can see the snow real quick.
It's out in a fairly rural area, a small town miles from the Sequoia National Forest. On a clear day, you can see the snow-topped mountains. And with all the rain in California, that meadow is lush.
I just want to send you guys a little tour. Show you what we're working with.
Love it. Thank you for the update.
Vicky! The place looks so cute. Yeah, I'm really excited for you. And I'm excited that you booked it. Getting the place is the hardest part. All the other things are just like little fun details. It's like smooth sailing after that.
Erin is being a super encouraging friend. But is it smooth sailing after that? Is finding the location the hardest part? It kind of seems like the most fun part. The second most fun part was finding a fabulous band to play at the reception, one that will get both your parents and your sloshed friends out on the dance floor. They found a band through connections at church and then went out to a bar to see them play. They sounded great, but I had an important question for her.
That was so cool. And do they know some Violent Femmes songs?
Violent Femmes, fucking genius. It's going on the list right now.
Okay, we got that covered. Next steps are to meet with the band, talk about what songs they want during dinner, and then dancing time. The band will learn any songs that they want, within reason, I'm sure. But maybe most importantly, Vicky and Patrick stayed out late and had a ton of fun, which is a good reminder that you can do that during those stressful periods of wedding planning.
Yeah, we danced and it was good. We like that.
The band is their big splurge, the thing that they decided is worth the cost because it will have the most impact on their and their guests' level of enjoyment. We'll talk more about wedding costs next episode, but at this point, their 4 biggest items are checked off. Dress, location, date, and music. Vicky's sister is making little succulents for the favors and table decor. So it's time to start getting the word out in a formal way. Oh boy, this makes the whole thing official. They're sending a save the date via paperless post.
I really liked doing like the save the dates digitally. I was doing that just to like get a good first count, right? It's so satisfying for that like instant gratification.
For them, a primary purpose of this is to try to get a more accurate count of attendees. They've worked really hard to cull down the list of invites to only those who will be in their lives for the next decade of wedded bliss. And remember, they're paying for all of this on their own. So each of those dinners is coming right out of their paychecks.
I have a reoccurring nightmare. The people I didn't invite show up to the wedding. I've had it like 3 times.
So they got their first count and the instant gratification of seeing those preliminary RSVPs come through. 50 people are showing up to celebrate Vicky and Patrick very soon. As we're releasing this episode, here's what's happening in Springville, California, near the ranch where the wedding is scheduled.
And this is a Fox Weather Alert. A deadly and dangerous situation unfolding out west. We have another atmospheric river slamming into California, bringing life-threatening flash flooding to the region. This is new video just into Fox Weather. This is from Springville, California, just close to the Central Valley in Tulare County. Rushing waters nearly reaching the rooftops of homes. Look at that, Kendall. It's rushing.
Ooh, California is a hot mess right now. Will Vicky remain steadfastly perched on that cloud of joy and happiness? Tune in next episode to hear more about the wedding planning journey, one that ends on April Fools.
See, now I am like so open to the idea that I don't know how things are going to feel.